Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2019 and Easter Research with Berliner FC Dynamo. You may notice something different right from the offset. That's right, I wear glasses now. Only for reading, concentration, stuff like that. But I'm now a glasses wearer, and yeah, I like how they look, and hopefully you do too if you care about my appearance. If you care about Football Manager, let's get into it. So today's game is a home game against Sporting Lisbon in our Europa League group. It's match day 2. We had a very good start to our group. I'll go through that in a minute. But Sporting is going to be a very difficult game. They have Bruno, who of course we had for a couple of seasons on loan, so he's making a return to the club for the opposite team. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but let's see how we do. We've been in extremely good form so far, and we actually haven't lost a game yet this season. Last episode, we were 2-0 winners in our home game against Nürnberg Tarnat with a goal, but then it said he missed a penalty. It went down as a known goal, so I feel like it was a scored penalty. I think that's a bit unfair that's happened to him, because I felt like he scored that penalty. But it was a 2-0 win nonetheless. Let's go through the games that we played off camera. We started off with our first drop points of the season. I don't know how we didn't score against Ingolstadt. We had a few chances here, and they had 10 men for over half the match as well. I don't know how we didn't score in this one. Just an off day for our two strikers, Tarnat and Karaziotis plays, and they just didn't do well. They just could not finish their dinner in this one. I don't know what it was, but it was a 0-0 draw. We had a few chances. Ingolstadt had like one chance, but 3 shots at goal. I don't know how this was 0-0. Then we had our first Europa League group game away against the Northern Irish side Cliftonville, and we went from failing to score in a match to scoring 8 goals in a match. I don't remember the last time I won by this big a margin on YouTube. In fact, I might not have ever won by 8 on YouTube. I think I've had some 7-0s, but I think this is the first win I've had by 8 goals. I don't think I've ever scored 8 on Football Manager on YouTube. It might be a first. So the goals, you're going to see them on screen now, but I'm going to go through them very quickly. So it was a first half hat-trick for Daniel Arna, the right winger on loan from Leipzig. He got a penalty on 15 minutes. Carmen scored to make it 2-0 on 17 minutes. And then Arna made it 3-0. And then 4-0 with goals in the 24th minute and the 31st minute to complete. Is a hat-trick in about half an hour. Then Florian Romero scored his goal on 36 minutes to make it 5-0, and then on 42 minutes, Enesis Karaziotis scored to make it 6-0 at half time. In the second half, Bernard Pukai scored, I think, his first goal for the club. That was on 69 minutes, that was 7-0, and the 8th goal came from Karaziotis, and that was in the 88th minute. Absolutely trounced them, 8-0. I can't wait for the home game. Could we get double figures in that one? That could be a possibility. If we can score 8 in Ireland, what's going to happen in the home game? And from there, we just kept on winning, and we look unbeatable at the moment. We went away to Hanover and won 4-0, and I played the 4-1-4-1 in this game as well. Romero playing a bit further forward, but played the 4-1-4-1, which worked so well against Bayern, and away from home against these big teams, I think we found a formula to stop losing. In fact, this one, we trounced them. We won 4-0. Coleman got a hat-trick in this one, so we've got hat-tricks in back-to-back games, and he scored the first goal in just the 5th minute, and we made it 2-0 pretty quickly as well, with Biasoli getting, I think, his first goal of the season, and that was in the 9th minute, so 2 early goals to make it 2-0, and then it was 2 late goals to make it 4-0, and Simon Carmen scored twice in injury time inside a minute. We won the ball from their kickoff, and Carmen scored twice in a minute, and it was 4-0. And yeah, a huge win away against Hanover. Up next, we hosted Augsburg and won 3-1. Went behind fairly early on, but we recovered well and took control of the game. And it was 3-1 before half-time. All 4 goals coming in the first half. Second half was not the most enthralling of 45 minutes, but we won 3-1. As I said, Augsburg took an early lead. Mike Stephen Filer with a 7th minute goal to make it 1-0. We equalised not long after that, though. Didn't take too long. Pukai with a 15th minute goal, his first league goal, I think. And then it was 2 goals in 4 minutes. Simon Carmen with a 36th minute goal to make it 2-1. And then 3 minutes after that, Daniel Arna put it in the net for our 3rd goal. And that was on 39 minutes. And it was a 3-1 win. All goals coming in the first half. We stayed strong in the second half, defended well, and yeah, another good win. And then lastly, away against Borussia Mönchengladbach, it was a 1-0 win, and once again, went for the 4-1-4-1, and we managed to get a win away from home against a team that you would probably say is bigger than us. We're doing so well at the moment. In fact, Mönchengladbach in the first half did not have a single shot at goal. The 1 goal came from young Seha Uzun again, the 18-year-old who scored against Bayern in the Super Cup. Scored in this one as well from a corner, and that was after Simon Carmen had a penalty saved on the 14th minute. So Carmen not doing too well in this game and failing to score, but Uzun scored from, I think, the resulting corner from that saved penalty. and made it 1-0 to us, and that's how it ended. It was another good win away from home. We look great. We don't look like losing at the moment. We're playing the best football we've played all save, probably. We're playing so well at the moment. But we are keeping pace with Bayern in the Bundesliga. We're level on points and goal difference, so we are in second place at the moment. And the way we're playing, I solemnly believe that we can qualify for the Champions League next season. I really think we can, because we are keeping up with Bayern at the moment. We're playing so well. We're scoring a really good number of goals. I really couldn't be happy with how things are going right now. But we're focusing on the Europa League today. As I said, it's a home game against Sporting. The other team in our group, Sturm Graz, lost 3-0 to the Portuguese side on the first match day. That was the same day that we had that 8-0 win against Cliftonville. So we look like the front runners, Arsenal Sporting. But if we can get a result here, then that would put us in a good position to maybe win the group. It doesn't affect seedings in the next round. It would just be nice to win the group, and there might be more money in it as well if we win. I'm not quite sure. Sporting are favourites for the match, but we're in really good form at the moment. Sporting are firmly the third best team in Portugal behind Benfica and Porto. Yeah, say for about 3 seasons, Benfica have won the majority of the titles in Portugal. Sporting more often than not have come third place, but they did get a win in the 2024-25 season, and they've had a few runner-up finishes as well. But yeah, solidly the third best team in Portugal here, but it's going to be a tough game. I know we're at home, but given that we've got a tough game against Sporting, we're going to go with a slightly changed formation. It's a 4-4-2, but we are going to start adding Hodzic today, who plays when we play that 4-1-4-1 as that ball-winning midfielder. We're just going to go with 2 up top today. Tarna is going to keep his place alongside Simon Carman. Mark Annan is going to be the Europa League goalkeeper. He played against Cliftonville. Didn't really have anything to do, but he is going to be our goalkeeper for the Europa League, so he will play those games. Might play in the German Cup as well. And then Stakura will be our main keeper for the Bundesliga season. Unless there's injuries or really bad form. That's what I'm thinking this season. I don't want to have a keeper that doesn't play because he'll just get unhappy. So we're going to give him a chance in the European competitions. In this one at the very least. If he's rubbish, then we won't do it for the next one. But this is the team we're going to go with today. The bench, we've got Belskas, Clovis, Burkhard, Souza, Kier, Strubble and Biasoli. I do need a striker on the bench actually. Let's remove Souza. And let's bring on Karatziotis. Now, I didn't look at the team for Sporting, but I'm assuming that Bruno is starting as they wouldn't let us loan him. He's on the bench. Bruno is on the bench. Marco Simoes is the man up top who hasn't scored. Well, he hasn't played much actually. He's only played a couple of games. But Bernardo Souza is the star man. A player that we looked at actually, but it was far, far too expensive. But that's the guy we need to watch out for, really. Okay, the game is underway. We're playing very well at the moment. Let's keep it going and see if we can make it 2 wins out of 2 in this Europa League group. At the very least, let's try and get a draw. So far, Sporting have had over 60% possession. There hasn't been any highlights. There's one here, though, 28.5 minutes. And here is Souza, the man we highlighted before the game. And here's Luis, and plays it out to Dos Santos, who's going to put a cross in. And it's headed away by Palladino pretty well. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay, we're back. And we've won the possession. And let's see what we can do here. Long ball. And we don't quite get it back though. Here's Braz. Souza. Lucas Jose. Great sliding tackle by Tarnat. Here's Kuchin, the right back, to Carmen. And can we break here now? We've got space. We've got people up top. Here's Arna. And that's a good cross. And Tarnat. Oh, he's hit the post. That's unfortunate. That was a really good move then. A great ball out to Arna and a really good cross. But Tarnat couldn't quite get it in. And that's half time. It is 0-0. We've had probably the best chance of the game. Sporting have a lot of possession though. Didn't go down as a clear-cut chance though. I don't know why. We've just hit the post. How is that not a clear-cut chance? They've got a free kick here though. 52 minutes. It's headed away. And here's Braz, and he's just smashed that in. That was a rocket of a goal. 52 minutes into the game. Sporting lead 1-0. And yeah, we had a chance in the first half. But the free kick here, it came back to Braz, and he's just smashed that on the half volley. There's no stopping that. You can't keep that out. So now we've got a bit of a problem because we're not having enough possession at the moment. We've only had one shot on target. So we're going to try and be a bit more positive, I think. And I think we're going to make some changes because it hasn't been great today. Carmen's had a fairly quiet game. So Karatziotis is going to come on. And also Biasoli is going to replace Pukai. So double change, 66 minutes. This one's not going too well. This might be our first defeat of the season. But we've got about 20 minutes left to try and get something. We've had more shots than them despite not having as much possession. We've got one more change. Let's push a winger up a little bit. Let's replace Arna with Strebel and go basically with a 4-2-4. Let's try that. But just a couple of minutes left now, running out of time. And I think this is going to be our first defeat of the season, unfortunately. Full-time whistle's about to blow. There it is. It's ended BFC Dynamo 0, Sporting 1. It's our first loss of the season. We didn't do too badly. We've had worse games, definitely. We had a decent chance in the first half, which hasn't gone down as a chance, wrongly so in my opinion. But Sporting defended very well. They had two sort of defensive midfielders in Luis and Generosi, so they were difficult to break down. I think they deserved the win. We're unlucky, but we'll have more chances to get results in this group. Turner did pick up a bit of a knock in that game, so he may be a doubt for the Hertha Berlin game. But yeah, not the end of the world. I'm not too disappointed in that. Okay, so let's have a look at the next few games. So we've got a very tough run of fixtures coming up now, with Hertha, Bayern and Dortmund in the Bundesliga, with Sturm Graz in there as well. I think we're going to play the return game against Graz. That'll be a home game. So we'll face the Austrians next time. It will be 6 games on camera. That'll be out on Sunday. And then after that, I might do a bonus video and take on Cliftonville, because I want to see how many we can score, and I'd like to get it on camera, so we can try and do that. I want to aim for double figures in that. If we can win 8-0 in Northern Ireland, just imagine what the scoreline is going to be at home. You watch, we'll probably win like 2-0. Things are looking very well at the moment. Didn't quite get the result we wanted to get Sporting today, but not the end of the world. Hopefully we can get some better results to still get through the group. But for now, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live, and follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. Also, I have a Patreon. I haven't really spoken about it in a video before, but there's now a link in the description to a Patreon page. Donate whatever you want. $1 a month will get your name in the videos. That's all you need to be mentioned. That's all you need to do. So if you do want to pledge anything, if it's $1, $10, whatever you want to do, then you can do that, and I'd be greatly, very, very grateful if anyone would do that. But any money for that will go towards improving my equipment for videos and streaming and stuff, so that would be what that's spent on. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching. Next time, Sturm Graz. We'll try and get a good result there in the Europa League. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.